Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Max Hamilton Road to the Show, episode 136. Actually, pretty excited to play this game. So, after the last performance against the Seattle Mariners, Max threw his second complete game of the year, complete game shutout with only 2 hits and 13 strikeouts. Great bounce back victory. But now we get a pretty tough opponent in the Houston Astros. We'll play the middle game there. At least we're at home, though. And in the past, Max throwing against the Astros, has he? I know he has. Just how often? I think only 1 game, yeah. And it wasn't great. It was a 5-inning game, and we only threw 5 innings. We only got 1 strikeout, gave up 8 hits, 3.6 ERA, which I guess that means we gave up 2 runs, I guess? I guess so. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, that should mean I gave up 2 runs. But, yeah. So, what? I don't know. Maybe I'm just way off on math. I cannot think very straight today. I just took a massive test. But, we're still second in the Cy Young. Kopech at least got a loss finally. And his strikeout numbers are still insane, and his ERA is still killing it. But right now we're 4-2 with 60 strikeouts in 59 innings and a 2.29 ERA with a .83 WHIP. So hasn't been a bad year by any means for Max, and last start really helped him. But let's check out this new look Astros lineup. So, looks like they're missing their DH, which will probably be Kiermaier, maybe Miles Straw, not sure. But it goes Carter Thomas. Who is Carter Thomas? Oh, wow, he's going to be really good. Blank, Jose Altuve. And they replaced Bregman, basically, by picking up Lindor. And that's not really a downgrade. I guess it is, because Bregman's like the best player. He's an MVP, but either way, he's really good. Tyler White is filthy. Hit 32 homers last year, 26 the year before. He's a really good, first base for them. Jake Marisnick, Kyle Tucker, our old teammate Brandon Drury is their new third baseman. And then their catcher is Johnny Haston. And that's about what rounds out their lineup. This team is actually really good, believe it or not. If you couldn't tell by their lineup. They also have Noah Syndergaard. Garrett Cole. Garrett's only a 90, granted, because I started this last year. But Fernando Romero, Framber Valdez, and Jake Odorizzi. These 3 guys have had tough years. So is Garrett Cole. No wonder they're struggling so much. This scumbag, Roberto Osuna, will close their games, and they have 2 pretty good setup men. So their pitching staff is super strong, and standings wise, we're 5.5 back, but they are last in their division. But they're 4th ranked, if you can see up in the top right. I'm sure they'll figure it out. They always do. Astros are always a great team. Hopefully we don't get our signs stolen today. But let's go ahead and get into this one. It'll be on the 13th of May. We got a win versus Cleveland. Fastball velocity. Kind of like that. Splitter break, splitter control. Oh, wait. Don't I need, caps for sweeping curve? I do. I just can't find them. Let's go K per 9 in fastball velocity. We still need to throw harder. I mean, it's just a necessity. 1-2 versus them. Let's get Hoskins up. Okay. Pretty close to level 2, actually. Okay, and we went 2-2 in the time we missed. Here's what our lineup looks like. Hey, Steven Fernandez is up to a 75 overall. No notable changes other than that. Clifford Bannister is playing today. The Pedro Adamson is playing instead of Tyler White. Okay, that's nice. Who's playing shortstop? Ozzy Vaccaro. Okay, we won't face Lindor. Kiermaier is playing DH. That's weird. He's like an incredible fielder. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and Ooh, we could let's wear. I don't even think we've worn red this year. Let's wear red. Okay, so we're actually playing some bench guys too, with Stefan. No, Stefan starts. Christian Arroyo and Lewis Brinson. But as you can see, we're max with Robbie and Luke Maley. Here's our stats throughout our career. I'll see y'all when the game starts.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Max Hamilton is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Kiermaier. And
here we go.
Some daytime baseball.
Remember, we're now on dynamic difficulty, so if you can see there in the bottom right, we are at All-Star Plus on our way to Hall of Fame difficulty. Kiermaier will lead it off for him. This is one of the few lefties that hits better off lefties.
As they enter play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time.
But in Kiermaier's case, honestly, he doesn't hit great against anybody. He's not a great hitter by any means. Everybody knows he's more of a fielder. And we are already down 2-0 on him. Let's attack him at least with a fastball here. Well hit, but Randall Grichuk will have it, and out number 1 will be made. Alright, 1 down here. And a full Rogers Center here in Canada. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the whole team situation. I can't sign somewhere else, believe it or not. After this year, let me explain. We have 3 more years of arbitration. So, I'm just going to sort of leave that up to y'all, and we have a long time to really discuss it. So far, the consensus is y'all don't want to see Max in Toronto. I'm not a big fan of Max in Toronto at this point, but that's where he is. And I've tried to offer a trade. They said no. They said you're too valuable. So, if y'all have a different idea of a way to get out of this other than asking for a trade, and even then, we don't get to choose where we want to go. We could go to like the Orioles or Miami. And that's not where we want to go. Off our foot, but we'll get Altuve. Yes, sir. 1-2-3 first half. No strikeouts, but I'll never turn down a 1-2-3. Hoskins, VR, and Fernandez will lead off the Blue Jays here in the first. 3 up, 3 down. We're facing Valdez. Framber Valdez or something. Carter Thomas, the young man.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Here we go. Started with a circle change, strike 1. Apparently he homered yesterday.
6'3" left-hander is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the league, and quite deservedly so.
We're the leading vote getter, even higher than Kopech or Kopech or whatever.
And that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Walks per 9 needs the help. Sweeping curve down low. That was actually a pretty good pitch, but he took that.
But he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2.
Splitter now.
Hit softly down the line at first.
I can get that one. And that will be out number 1. Carter Thomas with the ground out. And that's 2 E1s, G1s to old Max. Kyle is a tall boy. Won't go there. I believe if we can get just like one velocity upgrade, we'll go up to the next attribute on velocity for two-seam. So that's good.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game.
Oh, no one has a hit yet.
1-2 now.
Fouls that off. And lefty versus lefty. This is a really good pitch. So we're going to go the outside sweeping curve route here. Bailey sets up, and he chases it. Strikeout number 1 of the day for Max. Throw to Fernandez is good. And we'll have 2 down here in the second. Hi, old friend.
Obviously seeing the ball well right now.
If you didn't know or have not followed the series for too long, Brandon Drury used to be our third baseman. Or part-time third baseman, sort of split time with Yandy Diaz. Now he's got a full-time job replacing some big shoes in what's his name? Alex Bregman, my bad. But anyways, he's a 2021 Gold Glover. That was not last year, that was 2 years ago. He was pretty good in the field last year when I had him, so I'm in no way against this guy. I wish him the best, and I honestly like Yandy at third better, so it's not a big deal. Let's put him down on strikes, why not? Sweeping curve 0-2. Fouled it off. He's late. We might be able to blow one by him here. Fastball high and tight. Fouled it off. Okay.
Hey, having a B right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of
0-2, going circle change. And he swings through it. Strikeout number 2 on the day. Adios, old friend. We'll complete that dynamic challenge for a good amount of walks per 9 and a walk per 9 cap. Let's see if our Toronto Blue Jays can get the first hit of the ball game. They cannot. 3 out 3 down for our guys too. And we'll face the 7-8-9.
First offering on its way.
Start him off with the fastball. Marisnik's not hitting too great this season. Got the call there. Strike 1. 188. And we're starting to get into the part of the season where you should start settling into a couple stats. Wish you the best, Marisnik, but I want you to swing through this sweeping curve. Won't chase it. It's pretty good pulse for the splitter. He won't chase it.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2.
Okay.
Good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And the pitch.
Outside fastball.
Outside
Missed again. I don't want to lose Marisnik. I'm just going to go ahead and do this.
Productive inning.
It's a pretty good sweeping curve place. And he swings through it. Strikeout number 3 on the day.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the.
I was having enough of his, you know, good eye and stuff.
Can't get on first base if you strike out.
Start him off with a cutter. Ozzy Vaccaro hasn't got a hit yet this season. I don't think I want to be the first to give him one. Doesn't look like he's played too much.
1-0 pitch is a circle change.
See, in the AL, obviously there's the DH, but bench bats usually don't get too much love. And that's kind of just unfortunate. You know, in the MLB, you always pinch hit. I mean, in the NL, you always see guys pinch hitting for pitchers, and that's like Charlie Culberson, for example, gets so many bats for the Braves. Not only is he a utility man, but off the bench every day. So, I guess it's different here in the AL. I know it's different. We're going to go high fastball, 3-2. That should be a strike. And he'll watch it. Strikeout number 4. That one looking. And now we'll face the 9-hitter. Tadahito Ishii. Ishii. Okay. I've been playing Neo too, so I'm starting to get my pronunciation there. 2 outs here in the third. Strike 1. He wants an inside cutter. Sure. 0-1, let's go to it. And he pops it up. I can get that, don't worry. And I'll make my own out. Alright. Still no hits on the ball game for either side. We have 7, 8, 9. Clifford Bannister. Haven't seen you in a while, sir. Hey, Maley got the first hit of the day with the double, but we do not score off of it. Usual suspects doing the commentating. Alright, we went down 2-0 versus him last time. But we're up 0-1 now.
In the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
It was a good try with the circle change. I was thinking the same thing, Luke. High and tight fastball for strike 2. We got him to foul it off. Perfect. Outside sweeping curve. Won't chase one in the other batter's box. I don't blame him. Not the closest pitch in the world. Splitter maybe? Chase this, Kevin. He will, but he fouled it off. He's pretty late on it. We're going fastball. In on his hands. Fouled that off now. It's a good cutter. Cutting outside the zone. Fouls it off. Okay. Putting up a battle. 8th pitch of the at-bat. Going circle change low and inside. And got him to pop it out to Grichuk for the 2nd time today. He has it, and that will be the first out here in the 4th.
So time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high level.
Hey, Socrates Brito is actually killing it. Jeez. Wow, Socrates Brito is actually destroying the ball right now. Pedro Adamson steps up.
In now, Pedro Adamson.
Believe he grounded out to short last time.
As the first pitch to him is in there.
We get the call there at 88. Max, come on.
Originally from South Korea, he was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
A 1.
Nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle round.
90 on the cutter, missed inside.
Turned out to be a really nice pick.
Going splitter here. Fouled it off. Really good place there for an 83-mile-per-hour splitter. He wants it inside on him. Okay. We'll try it. 1-2 to Pedro Adamson. Got him to pop it up. Stefan Fernandez will have it. And that is out number 2.
Digging in to try it again. Jose Altuve. He got on top.
All right, little man.
Ground out victim last time.
See what you got.
Bat on its way. Now there's a
This game's unrealistic. I don't hear trash cans. I don't know. It's hard to look at Altuve the same now. You know, he's such a role model. You know, short, but like still a stud. I don't know. Just hearing that he cheated. I mean, I don't discredit him for anything. I still think he's a great player. But like the homer versus Chapman. You know, it's just a lot of stuff you don't know anymore.
It's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there.
Those are not a really good breaking ball. I mean, I guess our pitch does move a ton. We're going circle change here. And we got Altuve going down on it. Not sure enough, are you? Alright, strikeout number 4 or 5. 5 on the day, I think. And Max is dealing in the Rogers Center. Well, another double, but nothing comes from it. Carter Thomas reminds me of an actual Road to the Show player. Is this an invasion?
They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Alright. Start of the 5th here. Blue barn. Let's stick to that then. Cutter. That ball's hit pretty well, but not enough under it, and our Gold Glove Robbie Paul will be out there. Out number 1 is made. Wasn't exactly where I wanted that pitch, but I will of course take it. And if you look in the bottom right, we are nearing Hall of Fame. This is a fastball, not a cutter, by the way. Swung through it. If you're early, you're not going to be swinging at this very well then. Well, didn't hit the spot. I'd rather go splitter here and inside, so we can go to the circle change. I mean, the sweeping curve next. Ooh, but he's way behind on that. I'm going fastball first. If he fouls it off, we'll go sweeping curve. Oh, yes, sir. Strikeout on a fastball. I'll take it. 6th strikeout of the day. Kill him with movement in places. An absolute finesse pitcher. Alright, Brandon. Want one high and out to start? Strike 1, right where I wanted it.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It's unbelievable. We are already at episode 136 here in the Max Hamilton career. Splitter. Swung through. We're not getting the full effect of the dominant Astros without Lindor and other guys. But you know what? Sorry, Drury. 2 strikeouts maybe? Won't chase that one. And I'm starting to come to the conclusion that my sweeping curve, or Max's sweeping curve, moves so much that it just, you know, it bounces sometimes. He was early on that. Let's go sweeping curve again. Down low. Bailey sets up. And we'll get him to swing through it. 2 Ks on the day for you, Brandon. Alright, through 5, doing pretty well. Still no lead for the Blue Jays, though. Looks like Valdez is throwing super well. Brinson, Bannister, Arroyo. That's 6, 7, 8, I think. So, we'll see what happens here. An error and 2 fielders' choices will end the 5th. On to the 6th.
The 6th about to get started. Stepping up now, Jake Marisnick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle.
High and tight cutter to start him.
You'd think by now one of these
doesn't get the call.
Get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing.
It's a really good fastball for strike 1. 1-1. Miss there. Let's get a fastball in there. And we blow it by him. I haven't used much of it, and as a leadoff hitter, I think I'm going to use it on Marisnick here. And the sweeping curve strikes him out for the 7th, 8th K of Max's day. Really starting to settle into our strikeouts. Alright, Ozzy, and there goes the difficulty up to Hall of Fame.
He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Oh, welcome to Hall of Fame. Alright, Ozzy's not the biggest man. But, man, that was a strike. That was crushed foul.
And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
1-1, circle change. Swung through it.
He pulled the string on him, 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is
Sweeping curve, inside and low.
First 2 pitches,
And how did he get a piece of that?
It's going to look a foot outside.
No runs, no hits, 1 error so far for the Astros.
Want to make sure that's perfect. High and in. And he swung through it. Number 9 on the day.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and
That fastball moves, by the way, a lot.
striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball.
Strikeout number 9. Let's go.
Standing in now,
Tadahito Ishii will take strike 1 at 92.
The outer half, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Hey, we got 2 down now.
Miss outside.
Pitch taken for a ball.
It's fine. We'll go splitter. Low and in.
Grounded to
That's on the ground. Stefan Fernandez has it, and that will be out number 3.
inning is over.
All right, good work here in the 6th.
The Astros.
Still tied 0-0. It is an absolute pitcher's duel here in Toronto. Whew. I could use some run support, guys. Okay. Nope, not here.
So here's
Back to 1-2-3.
He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on
Our
defense.
fastball
This has
is
been
back up
snappy
to its
one on
max
this
velocity.
There's a strike at the knee.
That's 90. That's how much our cutter's moving right now. Base movement, that's crazy. Max is feeling his stuff today. 0-1. Fouled off. With the boost to 0-2, we're going sweeping curve outside. And he will swing through it. Strikeout number 10 on the day.
Continues to keep
And Max is fired up on the mound.
and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him.
A filthy pitch there.
3 pitches right there, and see you later.
So now to
Pedro Adamson steps up.
as he lifts it in the air to right field.
And to right, Grichuk won't even hustle. And that is the first hit for the Astros today. Wow. That's how it
They
ends.
finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end.
Dang. Wasn't a bad pitch. Guess just better hitting. Seems like Grichuk didn't go very hard. He didn't want to save my no-hitter, didn't want to dive. It was not only a no-hitter, it was a perfect game.
Well, this guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he
Well,
pitched a heck of a
regardless,
game. From an offensive standpoint,
we got to keep it up.
stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
That's up the middle now, and then, well, there's a second hit anyway. And now, haven't given up a hit all day, and we give up 2 in a row here to the 2-3 hitters, and now we get to face the cleanup, Carter Thomas.
This guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy.
It's not usually a go-to pitch. Kind of happy that
That's
missed.
the feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even
Strike
want
one.
to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Thank you, Luke, for telling me I'm doing well.
Adamson over at second.
I know I can use Showtime.
First, 1 gone.
Don't want to have to. That was almost really good. Strikeout on this, Carter Thomas. On the ground to short, even better. 1, 2, yes sir, double play. So here in the 7th, once again we go 6 and 6 and a third. But the no-hitter slash perfect game ends, but no harm.
No score.
Still not winning this game. Actually, we have not scored. Well, still haven't scored. We'll face 5, 6, 7 here.
Starts off in the 8th.
starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving.
Keep working on walks per nine. We're going to have a huge boost if we can do this.
To try to get on base and ignite.
Kyle Tucker, a lefty, steps into the box and watches ball one. Working into the 8th is nothing new to Max. Tends to do that a lot. 2-0. Now we need a strike.
But he's done a much better job in this at bat.
All right, Kyle. Strike one. Can't catch up to the 91-mile-per-hour fastball.
It's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with
Pretty bad pulse there. And it is gone. Dang. That ball's crushed. Kyle Tucker will give the Astros the lead here. 458.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Wow, that ball was probably the hardest ball ever hit off Max in existence. By far. Was not a good pitch. Is that it? That's it for him today. Lonnie Dunn will replace us today. 7 innings of 1-run ball. 3 hits. But I guess that's it for Max today. Lonnie comes in and gets out of it at least. We don't score there. And we don't score there. Oh my goodness. Max gets the loss here. Holy cow. Wow, I'm frustrated. Trying to keep my voice down. I'm trying not to get as mad anymore, but this is frustrating, you know.
Trevor May gets the win in relief, his second of the
How does this even happen?
Hamilton struck out 10 in the losing effort. Roberto Ozuna records the save, his 11th of the campaign.
That's my boiling point at this point. I'd love to get out of here. I believe we'll ask for a trade. That's it for me. No way. No way that happens. We're 4-3 now on the year. Holy cow. I believe I want to play one more Max episode here today. It's not gonna be on this episode, but like, I mean, I want to play another one real quick and you know, just get another video recorded. But geez, I mean, I was just feeling it. Hey, and Max is a 97 now. Good Lord, Max. You're killing it. Sweeping curve break goes up. What's our walks per 9 look like? Went up a ton. Yeah, okay. Well, as you can see, if you see those bars, yeah, okay, look at the bars. That's like an indication of how hard it is to get it up. See how our velocity is super, you know, it's got 4 bars, but our brakes only have 1. Those are easier to get up, basically. I don't know if any of y'all knew that. I'm sure you did. I know I'm just speaking to nobody, but we take the L today. Wow. I'm a strange one to take the L on because we've pitched super well. We basically threw for 7 innings of 1-run ball, and our bullpen did their job. We threw 10 strikeouts, but in the end it was our 3rd loss of the year, and that does not help for our Cy Young candidacy at all. And the next one, it doesn't. Oh wait, it does. Oh, it doesn't get any easier. We get to face Tampa Bay Rays in the in the series closer. They're 23-16. This is our division leading Rays. We face them at home at least. Then it's on to New York for a game against them. But basically at this point, we're 8 back already. The Rays are doing well. Nobody else really is, but the Rays are. We're 7 back in the wild card. We're going to need a lot of wins coming up. But anyways, I think that will do it for today. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Tough one, isn't it? We're reaching my boiling point. We're reaching just an absolute rage fest of throwing a controller through a monitor. But today I was pretty chill about it. I'm proud of myself. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in episode 137 if you're just a Max follower or anything else. But what's this gonna come out with? I think this is coming out with a cam video, and then yeah, you'll see Max tomorrow basically with the Adam video. So next is Adam tomorrow at 12, playoff time for him, and then Max again. So yeah, that's it for me, guys.